Hey up YouTube, what a... Honestly, this camera's doing me head in. I'm going to have to contact GoPro. Anyway, we managed to get it fired up. It's taken me nearly an hour to get it working again. I've had to get everything back out. Anyway, enough of that. Hopefully, the camera's going to work long enough for me to be able to go see people. The match is just about to start, I think. Just about to start, so hopefully it doesn't crash and I can get down and speak to people. There's a lot of people here. It's a local match for charity. I want to try and get down to speak to George before he's casting out, in the hope that I can get him to quickly just tell you what this charity match is all about. There's, I think, just shy of 50 anglers here today, 50 fishermen here today. We are at the north gate access to the wall, and it is my understanding that we have taken over the wall. I say we, that the fishermen, the match has taken over the wall all the way down to Cleethorpes. Big match, and they're crammed in. They're not, you know, you've probably got 15 foot between pegs, so you know it's not as if there's masses of space between them. It's just how many people are here to support this charity. It's an excellent charity. It's a sort of veterans. It's supporting, it's basically supporting our troops. I say I'll try and get George to speak a little bit more about the charity momentarily, so I'll roll the credits. Hopefully we'll speak to some anglers, talk to them about their tactics, any hints and tips they're willing to give, things like that, and hopefully we'll get a video out of it, and hopefully I'll get something put together, because yeah, the camera's giving me so many troubles at the moment. So I'll get my backpack on with my bad shoulder. It's not the best of moves. Let's make it a bit looser so that it's easier for me to get on and off, and we'll take a walk. And my hope is to show you sort of, do you know, I'm with physio on Thursday for my shoulder. Hopefully get somewhere with it. Yeah, my hope is to get hints and tips for you guys that have never match fished. I've never matched fished. And sort of to try and get virtually, through the power of YouTube, for you to experience a match. So I'll turn off. Hopefully I'll be able to turn back on, and we'll take a walk. Right guys, so I'm down here with George, who is, you're the original sort of creator of this, aren't you? Well,
for this event, yeah, not the charity, obviously.
No, but I just collared him just quickly before first chuck. He's got a few minutes, and he's just going to quickly just tell you what the charity is about. So if you won't mind, you are in frame.
Yeah.
So,
right, basically the charity, it's run by the Royal Marines Association, raising monies for wounded Royal Marines and supporting arms. We do various different events all around the country. In the summertime we do a 50-mile yomp across the south coast with a 50-pound pack, and then at the end of November we do a sleigh pull from Streatham in London all the way to Brighton Pier. When we get into Brighton, the actual Santa from Lapland, he comes over and he actually gets in the car, in the sleigh, and we drag him all the way up to the pier. But cool. This event is something that I do from my shop off my own back to help raise extra money for the charity. We started 4 years ago. When we first did the first one, it was only about 23, 24 people that came. Yeah. But then the following year there was like about 28, 29 people. Last year there was 30. And this year we've got roughly about 40 people fishing it.
Headed up towards
all the money raised for this event goes towards our big sleigh pull event at the end of November. And what we do is the money we raise, we go out and we buy presents for boys and girls. from an age group of like, you know, up to sort of 16 years old. Nobody knows what they're getting as a gift. It's all mystery wrapped in either pink or blue, and then we take them to the like the commando units, and then they're handed out at their Christmas parties and to the families of the fallen. Yes, families of the fallen. That's and just gone off. Soldiers that are, it's alright, it's still recording. It's still recording. Soldiers that are out in active duty. In active duty as well, and I mean the actual Slaypool event. This is when we go in November. It's our 10th year of doing it. Yeah, wow. But obviously because of COVID last year should have been the 10th. We weren't able to do that, and last year we couldn't do the Yomp. But I was still able to do like little raffles and things like that from the shop. Then they're a registered charity, aren't they? It's the Royal Marines Association, and the overheads. But Help Our Wounded Royal Marines and Supporting Arms is a proper registered charity. So I might be able to get them to donate. Anybody who wants to donate, that's where they need to donate. You can find them on Facebook. They have a proper like web page on there. They have a gift shop on there where you can buy cups, towels, that all supports the charity. Things like that. That all goes direct straight into the charity. I'll get a link for that in the description below. There'll be no links for channel supporting or anything like that. It's all going to be for all the links, everything like that that's going to be in the description are all going to be about the charity. I'm doing no channel promotion on this at all. It's all about the match and the charity today. So I got into this well, it'll be 10 years ago this year, but although it was the 9th because we had COVID off last year. So it was 10 years ago I got into this with just by reading a poem by a former Royal Marine, David Lilburn, who's the chairman of the charity. I happened to send him a message saying how awesome the poem was because it reminded me of a fallen family member over in Afghanistan. And he said to me, why don't you come over and join us, and you can join us on our charity Yomp that we're doing. And you've done it ever since? I've done it ever since. The camaraderie there is amazing. The support that we get from the blood bank. I was following you on the Facebook, your photos and things like that. It looked amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The people that donate. We've got people that come over all the way from Belgium to support us. We have the blood bank people that come and support us on the roadsides and everything, making sure the traffic's safe for us to get across places. It's just an amazing charity, and every penny that gets donated goes direct to people. It's not one of these charities where they've got thousands and thousands and thousands in the bank. There's no costs, no expenses, there's no wages. Direct. It's all direct. As it's coming in, it's going straight out to the troops. Can't say better than that, can you? No, it's just fantastic. Not like some of the bigger ones where they've got VPs that get paid. And they have helicopters and things. I know. No, this is a really good charity. We all donate our own time. We all donate our own money, and with the help of supporters, you know, we make a difference. Hopefully. Thank you very much for that. No problem, mate. Tight lines and good luck. Thank you very much. Cheers, man. Cheers, mate. Right, I'm just going to stand next to you while I do a little bit more. 6 o'clock. It is. That's why I wanted to get out your road. Could do an air horn, really, couldn't you? Right, I'll stand to one side. That's it now. We're in, aren't we? 6 o'clock. Right, I just want to say thanks to George for doing that little chat for me. 6 o'clock has hit and everybody's out. Everybody's straight out, so a little bit of chat about the match and things like that. I'm going to go see Roy and some of the other fishermen, so I'll get some hints and tips, tactics, bits and bobs if they're willing to share anything. But the primary focus today is to get down a bit of exposure for the charity. So I really would, not for the channel's sake, but I really would appreciate it if you'd share this video, get it out there, get awareness of the charity. All the links and everything down below, there's going to be no subscribe animations or anything like that. Everything is going to be in the description about the charity, links to the websites, links to the donation pages, links to the merch shop for the charity, not for me. It would really mean a lot if you could offer some support. Anything, a pound, it all helps. Anyway, charity match, it's a sight to see. It really is a sight to see, and I wish
I had the sort of the camera equipment to be able to show you. But 6 o'clock shouted, there was a yell went out, it went all the way down the wall, and you just saw every rod go from sat up to being chucked out and sent. I'll tell you something, it's not like course angling matches. Everybody's not sat in silence, everybody's having a crack, everybody's having a laugh. Everybody knows that the primary purpose that they're here is for charity. So we're going to let everybody get settled. We're going to go try and catch Roy, who's one of the organisers. He said he'd quite happily speak on camera and explain a little bit about the rules and how they work, especially sort of the rules of this event. And then we're going to go see some familiar faces. There's a couple of lads that you'll know from other videos fishing in this match. There's Danny, there's Matty Thompson, he's here somewhere. He's not been in a video, but he was the gent who showed me ages ago how to whip on a peeler. First ever experience of a peeler crab. Who else we got? We've got Kurt, Blaine, Danny, Matty, George. Incidentally, also George just quickly hopped back onto the charity thing. At his shop all year round has a collection going for various charities. So if you're stopping by, if you're spending £9 on something like your worms or something like that, stick the quid in the charity tub, eh? Right, let's go have a quick chat with Roy for any hints, tips and explanations of the rules. Yeah, so I've just, on the way down to see Roy, I've just stopped off to see Danny, subscriber on the channel. First time he's ever fished in a match.
And I'm a novice.
And a novice, like a lot of us. So he's here for crack, and I think we were talking earlier, and I don't think I'll be putting words in his mouth when he says it's been a good laugh so far.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It's all about the giggles and obviously supporting it with calls.
It is, yeah. I was just saying to the camera just then, it's not like course angling, it's not like everybody's sat in silence, serious on the lakeside. Everybody's
chatting to everyone. It's like a little community in itself.
Yeah, it is. It's so different. The community around sea fishing is so different to course angling. It's unbelievable. And the one thing that still boggles my mind is in this, coming from course angling as a kid, you got this massive expanse of water in front of you when you sea fishing.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry about it. And you can still hammer a fish.
Yeah.
You know, you know, going from a lake where you're guaranteed a couple of carp and roach and perch, you know they're in there.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely know you're going to catch.
To looking, you know, to being looking at the sea and it just thinking, you know what, shit.
It's a mystery, isn't it? It is a mystery.
It is, and that's part of the allure. That's part of the fun of sea fishing.
Yeah, it's for me too, mate. For honest.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I had a nice smooth arm not so long ago, and obviously I've literally started last winter with the cod season. Yeah. And yeah, I did all right to be fair.
I remember seeing some of your posts with cod season. I really struggled with the start of the cod season.
Yeah, it was a bit up and down to be fair.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking to some more veterans, apparently last cod season was a crap season anyway. Yeah. So
in comparison to how they've been, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did the.
Dish them out as much as you want.
Yeah, I would have.
I thought I'd keep them off. It don't matter to me.
I'll decorate the box. Needs a few more stickers. It's looking better.
We love the stickers on his boxes, don't we?
Definitely.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, we did Stellenborough a week back.
You did, yeah.
It was non-stop.
Yeah.
I've never had it. It was probably my best fishing. It was only white, but don't get me wrong, and it was massive, but.
Yeah, you had a good session. Was it last weekend? Was it?
Yeah, it was.
When I went down Easington. Yeah. I couldn't be bothered. Wall looked like it was going to be rammed.
It was. We had to go right down. We've never been as far as we've been, but I'm glad
we were down back woods, weren't you?
Yeah,
where I was fishing the week before.
Different and.
But toe's still mental, but it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. But my thinking is, I'm looking at it and how close to boatside I've been. So that's obviously a deep channel. So it's gonna,
But you don't get a long time down there.
No, that's it. No, you don't. It's a lot of rush into that deep channel water.
Yeah, and then it rushes out.
Yeah, it was pulling really hard. Like, so it was dragging my lead a bit and confusing me, thinking I've got a bite. Because obviously.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It does look a bit sometimes.
Yeah, I was saying when I was first down there with them out of tow, it was just like, well, that a bite, wasn't it a bite?
I struggle with the tide noise as well, if I'm honest.
Yeah, only thing I've ever been told about tide noise is obviously tide noise is nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Obviously a bite really should be a thwack,
yeah.
Or you know, an out of rhythm knock. But then I was getting stalked by that seal on bloody Sutton that kept knitting me line.
Oh well, yeah. I've always heard if it's a seal about dogfish, but I don't know how true
He pushed a couple of fish onto my line once or twice.
I was going to say,
I had my PB best bass with a seal pushing it on, because seal sat there and stared at me and says, you've had that out of my mouth.
Yeah, you stole my dinner.
Yeah, you've had me dinner, you twat.
Yeah, it's the first time for everything in the match terms.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I've been a course angler for God knows how long. I've never entered a match. Not even on the canals route, and obviously I'm from Scunthorpe, so there's a lot of canals, like Kipper Canal.
There's a lot of course angling in Scunny, isn't there?
Yeah,
there's a lot. It's quite expensive, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Tickets for lakes and get on memberships and stuff like that.
Blood licence as well.
Yeah.
It's like, this is another bonus to sea fishing. I don't know why it took me so long to get on the train line.
So much cheaper, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
You get your rods, you get your reels, yeah, your bit of initial expense.
Yeah.
But that's it then, there's no running cost.
No, I mean, well, you can even go as far as getting your own bait.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not only that, your supermarket baits, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you really hard up, some yellow ticket, you know, back at fridge as the mackerel will do you.
Well, last session, when we was at Stallingborough last, we was using last dog baits.
Yeah.
No, we got some black, but it was
a bit old.
Yeah, and then I ended up salting a bit, so I thought, well, I'm not wasting it.
No.
I thought I'd try salting it, because I've seen people salting it, so I dried it out fully, salted it.
Yeah.
And it literally stayed as I put it in there. And the next session I was like, it was actually tougher and better to stay on your hook on it. And I caught a lot of fish on it, a lot of whiting on it.
A lot of people swear by it.
A lot of whiting on it, and then as I run out of them, because it was leftover baits, I went onto a rag and it seemed to quiet it down. And then I found the random black that had gone under the newspaper when I'd like rolled the newspaper up to chuck it in my box.
Like you might have one on. That's on the wall. I wasn't sure if...
These can be good ones, because these have got hybrid tips on them and they're so much better than
you do want the fine tip, don't you?
Yeah. And I've got the... I normally use mono, because I'm obviously coming from the course angling, and it's like... It's probably better for bite indication. This has got that spider wire on it.
Yeah.
But it's probably better for bite indication with the braid, but I think it's a bit more forgiving with.
Well, talking to your dad about that spider wire, because of course it officially went out of production like 2-3 months ago.
Right.
Somebody was telling me, I think it was last week down at Easington, that apparently somebody else has picked it up to put it back in production.
Alright, well I've seen a few bits on the thingy, but it seems to be a bit cheaper, and I'm like, wondering whether it's an imitation or what, I don't know.
Well, you want to get it ordered if you can. That Darwire J-Braid 8 Ultra that I got, I couldn't tie a shot leader onto it, it was so slippy. I even super glued the knot.
You know, I'm probably doing this wrong, mate, but I'm literally braid straight to my rig. Obviously the rig's got a shot lead on it.
What weight's the braid?
It's 30, I think it's 30 pounds. Yeah, spider wire. I'm not sure, it's my dad's line, like, so I normally fish 18 and I've never cracked off with 18 mono.
What, straight through?
Straight, straight through to my rig.
Depends how hard you cast it.
That's what I mean, I'm overhead, I'm not doing all this.
Yeah.
Samurai casting, as I call it. Can't do all that. I can't even use a multiplier yet.
No.
I've tried.
No.
I keep getting bird's nest and I get frustrated with myself.
Alf, the fella I go out with, he's swapping me a multiplier. I've given him a box and the breakaway backrest.
Yeah. For the Shakespeare.
He's done me a swap for that for I think it's a 525 mag or something, I don't know.
They're good though.
It's a mag.
Powerful, yeah. They're weighted, they've got magnets in them.
Yeah.
Does that help with casting then?
Yeah, it slows the speed of the spool for you.
That's what I thought, the resistance.
Yeah.
They just literally spin freely and they won't stop until they stop, sort of thing. I think that was...
Yeah. Well, the problem with them is, from my understanding, is the line can overshoot the lead.
Yeah.
It's the lead, it's the water, it's the accelerator, so the line can still be going. Yeah. which is where you get nested.
Yeah, I found that with my first cast so far. I got in the paddy and it says, where's my fixable?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a feeling I'm going to be the same.
Yeah,
right, I'm going to leave you to it.
No worries, mate.
I'm going to go and see Roy, because I think he's just changing bait, so hopefully he'll get out.
And you're probably in the wrong place to get some captures live on camera here, mate.
Well, you know what, with this much bait in water,
Someone's
I don't think it's going to be about your location.
No,
because there's going to be that much scent in water.
Yeah, it's just...
There's 43 of us here.
Yeah.
Well, 43 of you guys here.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a lot of scent in water.
No, you was right the first time, mate. It's an us. We're us one. We're a big community, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. I might have to do a time lapse, just walk down all the angles, to show how far it's going. But it's a massive thing for a good cause. Hopefully, I can increase its exposure a little bit. Eh? Oh yeah. There you go, first one.
Yeah, definitely, mate. 110% on that one. Do for me. Yeah, you chuck it in front of mine. I'll put it on mine. Yeah.
Yeah, you just want it to swim up and still be hungry now, don't you?
Quick question, did you get a good indication on that?
Yeah. Right, so, let's try that again. Down here with Roy, who's one of the organisers along with George and Mark. And he's just going to quickly, because he is fishing in the match, talk to us about how match rules work, and more specifically how these match rules are working. So the point system and things like that. So, thank you very much.
There's two specific types of matches. You've got straight measure, which is where you just put your length in there, and you're running total and work the way up.
Yes.
So if you had 5 fish at 30 centimetres, you'd have 1.5 metres.
Yeah.
This one is what they call a conversion, which is the SAMP rules, which is the Sea Anglers Match Federation rules.
All right, yeah.
Right, which is done on the same scale as what is universal SAMP scale.
Yes.
So say we're like tonight's mainly going to be a whiting match.
Yeah.
So we go onto their whiting.
Ah, right, yeah.
This is the size in centimetres. So say you had a 30 centimetre whiting, that's 32 points.
All right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the bigger the white, so a 40 centimetre whiting, 72
gives you
points.
Almost double the points.
Yeah, so what happens is, and all silver eels in this match are 44 points, regardless.
Because they're uncommon.
Yeah, because it's, well, the thing is, they're an endangered fish, you've got to look after eels, and they're very hard to bloody measure.
Right.
Also, when you do conversion, anything under 18 centimetres is 2 points.
Okay, yeah.
You see, it doesn't count.
So, yeah, because they're nothing... Yeah,
it's got 10 points there, but we don't do anything under, we do it 2 points for the fish. And then what happens is, say that at the end of the match you had 352 points you ended up with. You'd look onto this scale here, 352.
Yeah.
So you would have had £5, 8 ounces of fish.
Oh, right, wow.
Yeah, so that's cool. How it works out as who's got the heaviest
bag.
Yeah. It's quite easy, really.
It is. Yeah. When you first look at something like that, though, you just go, what the?
Yeah, you do. You go. So I have it set on 10 minutes timer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you crack on then.
No, it's fine. Yeah. So that's basically the rules of it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you for that. And the sort of specifics on this are actual 1 rod 2 hooks, is it?
1 rod 2 hooks. Yeah.
Yeah. No bait restrictions, as you mentioned earlier.
No bait restrictions on these, which is decent.
Yeah.
You use practically anything.
Yeah.
But with it being white, mainly a whiting match, it's going to be worm and squid.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool.
Might be the odd cod or anything, but we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah. No, thank you.
No worries.
keep it up. Here we go, guys. Hopefully.
That's a decent.
We're into something nice here. Hopefully.
Could be a big
I'm staying behind camera just to give a bit of extra light.
Yeah.
So we'll get his first look as it comes up.
Right, walk backwards, mate.
Walk backwards.
Walk backwards, mate.
Keep going. That's it, he's got it, yeah.
Was that just on your way?
No, it's not, it's a cod.
Is it? What size?
It's fucking £4, isn't it?
Nice.
Nice.
£4 all day long.
Look, I thought you'd fell over your gear.
See, look at this, lads.
Hey! Yeah, easy, isn't it?
Talk about camaraderie in a match. Talk about camaraderie in a match. Well done, Terry.
Well done, Taz.
Biggest fish that, buddy.
Thank you very much.
That's a cracker, that is, fella.
That's going home with me, that boy.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
Fucking satyrs.
I should have asked George and Roy if I'm alright to witness for them. Come into light if you don't mind. There we go. I think that's the best one so far of the Humber season. Well done. Well bloody done. Cracking. Don't forget to get that logged on your card.
Yes.
So we're just going to actually, while we've got the opportunity, I'm going to show you how it's logged on the card.
Right, outside. You shoot yourself, Terry.
I fucking did, mate. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Cheers, mate.
You got a pen?
Pencil. I've not got a measure. I've left in the fucking
You got a measure?
Oh, that's a rookie one, that, isn't it? Not bringing your measure.
Is it bigger than normal measure, do you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking 40-50 there.
Could be biggest fish winner, that.
I think you might be right.
Oh, yes, mate.
Oh, it's coming quick,
Cracker.
Terry.
It's in the car, mate. I've just.
No, look, yeah, I got a match measure.
Oh, well done, lad.
Oh,
I brought a fucking reel. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at you.
oh, 58, 59 all day long. No,
57, Taz.
7.
Thank you very much.
Happy days. Good catch.
days.
Well done.
Put it back, Taz, I'm keeping it.
Keeping it, mate.
Alright.
It's good than that one.
Yeah, that definitely
Right.
wants to go on plate. That does.
Wasn't nice.
Tell you what, Taz, that's some good points on that, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
57 cod, 232 points.
232
Fucking
points for one fish.
How much?
232 points!
Not bad, he needs another 600 to go with it.
Yeah!
Eddie, am I alright to come pick your brains for video?
That was
Who is it?
I'll come see you.
a bit of squid, a bit of lug, and a bit of black.
You alright?
It's casting out. Go on.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, look. 232.
Wow,
232.
Lovely.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Taz.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
That was fucking brilliant.
Well, that was. So I've just come down to speak to one of the match angles. I'm going to try and speak to as many as I can, and everybody says, come speak to this gent. I say, because talk hind legs off a donkey. And his hints and tips have started coming straight away. One of the biggest hints, I think, is universal to all matches. Is don't, as it's quite rightly just said, is don't fish big baits. It's especially, I think, in a points match,
If you fish,
your quantity is better than quality. Having said that, you will have just seen Terry's cod earn him 200 and some points for his first fish. So, you know, but I wholeheartedly agree. I think one of the biggest things is little baits and fast changes.
15-minute cast when it's ready.
You're doing 15s?
Yeah, no, I'm not, but you know, as a rule, I normally start with 15-minute casts.
Yep.
And then go from there. You know, last week I was fishing in Llandudno.
Yeah.
I was fishing 5-minute casts, 3 hooks.
Wow, 5-minute cast with 3 hooks.
Yeah.
Well, that kept you busy, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, 40 worms in 40 minutes I used.
40 worms in 40. Wow. That's
And
that's rapid fire. I thought I were working hard on Easington last week, but that's crazy. That is.
when you fish down the coast, fish at Mablethorpe, Skeggy and all that lot.
Yeah.
Just use an inch length worm.
An inch of worm, just a segment of worm.
Just a bit of worm.
Yeah.
A bit of squid.
Yeah.
And then.
What's that? Just to firm it up more than all else?
No, just acts like a flag.
Yeah, I get it.
In the water. Just if you're going to fish for cod,
Yeah.
use either a good bait.
Yeah.
Like if you want to sit and wait for one good fish, yeah, put a big bait on.
Yeah.
You know, sit and wait. But when
Yeah.
you're match fishing, it's not. You fish some matches that are length and some matches that are weight.
Yes.
So if you fish a match that's biggest fish, you don't want to sit catching
Pins.
30 little
Yeah.
ones.
No.
So you fish like.
It's worth sending out a big hook with a
So
big
you-
bait on, isn't it?
Yeah, not too big, just something like a 2.0, 3. I don't
Yeah.
think I own an hook bigger than a 2.0.
I know. No. I was
So-
talking with my regulars in a live this afternoon, or my viewers in a live, and I said I think the biggest hook I've got's a 3.0, and I don't think I've tied on any of them on in a year. So.
Yeah. Keep your fishing simple. People make
Yeah.
fishing too complicated.
Yes.
You can make it as hard as easy as you want, and the people that win and the people that catch a lot of fish
Yeah.
make it easy.
Yes. Simple rigs, less snagging hazards.
Well, it's just
What? Do you mind me asking what rigs are you sending? Is
I'm
it
using a chalk clip down.
torque clip down? Yeah.
It'll be classed as, some people know it as a Portsmouth rig.
Right, yes.
An hook above the lead and up below the lead.
Yeah.
£20 up lengths.
Yeah.
Size 1, Camazon, up tides.
Size 1s?
Yeah, yeah. Don't need anything.
Yeah, so you really are for quantity then, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy, yeah, he's done well, he's caught a cod.
Yeah.
You won't catch, you know, I'll be surprised if there's one bigger than that tonight. But I'll be surprised if he wins it with that.
Can I ask, what's your count thus far?
I've had 2 fish and I've only had 2 fish and I've had 48 points.
Yeah, see, and we're only 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
38 minutes in, so happy days. Happy days. So yeah, biggest tips: fast changes, small baits, small hooks, depending on the nature of the match.
Yeah, don't sit. If the guy next to you's catching as well, don't sit and, you know, with your bait out thinking, I'll get one in a minute. I'll get one in a minute. If he's
keep
catching,
doing what you're doing.
Bait, just keep going.
Keep that fresh scent in water.
Yeah, too many people like get rubbernecked or they lose
Yes.
you know, they lose.
Well, you get demoralised, don't you? You give up.
Yeah, the guy's beating you on the next paper. If he's beating you, just go up to him. Just don't even have to speak to him. Just go up to him. Your rod's going again, buddy. You don't need to like talk to him. Just walk up to him. Just look at his gear. Look what he's baiting up with.
Yeah.
And the best time to ask someone what they've caught on is at the end of the match when they've won it, because they're so full of euphoria. They'll
tell you anything.
Where, when, why, and what for.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah. And can I ask, on a match, do you strike into something or do you let it sit and bring in?
No, I don't.
You work to the time.
Yeah. Well, no. A lot of times, if you get a slack liner,
yes,
you know, drop back, you just pick your rod up and wind in.
Yeah.
And then the other way, it'll just pull straight over. But no, I never strike.
No.
Never strike.
No. Seems a very. Some say do, some say don't.
Yeah,
it seems a very weird topic, that one.
Yeah, well, the thing is, what you got to think about is, I don't know how far you might be fishing out. I'm probably fishing about 100 yards out.
Yeah.
If you tied a piece of nylon to that fence,
yeah,
and walked 100 yards with it, and then marked it on the floor.
Yeah, a strike's going to do nothing,
right?
is it?
And then tie it around your hand and go until then the line gets taut so it can't go any further. And you put a line, that much stretch in your line, doing that.
It's not doing anything.
It's not going to do it.
That was my thinking. I was talking about that in last week's video. You know, a strike, if you're able to cast that far, is doing nothing.
No, it's not.
Because you're working against the line that's under the water, and like you quite rightly just said, the stretch of the line as well.
A lot of people are using braids now, but I don't like them. I don't rate them.
I like it on a stiffer tip. I've got a stiffer tip rod.
Yeah.
And I like the braid on that because it shows more.
When you're fishing the river, though, if you're fishing the river a lot, or places where there's a fast tide run, you want a slightly softer tip, because what happens is the size of the lead and the tide run. If your rod's too stiff, it'll bow with the tide, but it'll just keep pulling your lead out. So you're not fishing. You're not fishing, and that happens a lot with braid. I
could see where that would happen.
You need a bit softer tip, and when you use braid, a lot of people don't use a mono leader. But but you need a mono. You've got to have a leader on. You've got to have a leader on.
Okay, let's get out of this way.
More than anything for safety, because otherwise you could kill someone.
Yeah. Yes. Especially when you're as close together as we are here. Right, Eddie, thank you very much for that. I'll let you get on, and thank you. You're on there?
Yeah, I've got to
pick up. Oh, we'll hang about a minute then. I think we've already seen more fish in today's video than we have in all my videos. No, I'm kidding. Well, not a million miles away.
Might have a double leader on here.
You reckon you got double shot?
Yeah, might have.
We like a double shot. And you're on a multi, aren't you?
Yeah.
Don't see many fish on the multi.
A lot of fish are lost under the rods.
That stone is knocked his fucking gear over.
That's experiencing that.
That's what I just heard it all go. Happened to me before.
You reckon you're at the base of the wreck?
What, as in casting or?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably chucking as far as the wreck.
Is that what you're shooting?
Probably.
I think you're here.
Yeah, I am.
Nice, yeah, double shot, well done. Right,
Double patting, you got. That's what a lot of people do is. You see, they'll sit there, they'll run up the fish.
Yeah.
Bait up.
Yeah.
Then chuck out.
Yeah. You've wasted 5-10 minutes. Sorry, mate. I've just realised I'm making you walk further down.
When you're match fishing, the fish might only feed for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about making sure you've got bait in water as well, isn't it? That's a very valid point. Very valid point that Ed has just come up with. When he's match fishing, he always has another rig ready to go. So all he's done is simply unclip those 2 fish. He's back out fishing. These guys have been sat here for no more than 5 or 10 seconds, and he's good to go again. In fact, he's already out. He's going to unhook these guys, get them measured, get them back safe. But well done, congratulations. I'll leave you to get it sorted. That's something I'm yet to master, is how to use a frigging T-bar, but I'll not bother.
You know what? The secret is you let the fish be the weight.
Yes.
You don't try and use to unhook it, because what happens is, well, they're designed
to push the hook down, aren't they?
Push the hook down
and then lift it out. The other one taking itself off.
It's off, yeah. That's 32. 27, so.
That's a nice.
Look at that.
22 and a 37.
Yeah. 32 and a 27.
Sorry, yeah, 32 and a 27.
19, 32, 19,
It's a double.
27. So we've got for that.
So that's 59 centimetres, isn't it?
It would be in a straight length match, yeah.
Yeah.
26, 88, 27. That's 20 points.
Another 20 in the bag?
So I've got 108 points now.
Yeah, happy days.
Yeah, the guy's got 1 fish.
Yeah.
But that's what I said, you need another 800 points to go with it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, well done. Right. And just whilst I'm here, what he's doing here, you'll be able to, you'll hopefully be able to see him just there, is they're witnessing each other's scorecards. They're witnessing the points that each other has. So, like I say, that's the point I keep going back to.
Alright, mate, no worries, no problem.
Thanks very much. The point I keep going back to is the camaraderie in coarse angling, in sea fishing, is so different to coarse angling.
What's your YouTube channel?
One man and his rod.
One man and his rod.
Yeah, yellow warning symbol. But it's a learning channel. It's all about the community. I've only been fishing since last December, so
I'd like to say, yeah,
it's all about learning. Yeah. But I just wanted to do this just to expose the charity a little bit.
Yeah.
And also a lot of my people are learning along with me, so they don't know how to fish a match, and they don't, you know, and
just fishing in general.
Yeah.
Just fishing in general.
And a lot of lads have messaged me when I said I wanted to do this, saying that's really good because I've been nervous about going to a match.
Yeah, but if you come down, everyone down here will talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so different to coarse angling.
Oh yeah, coarse angling's cutthroat.
Yeah, it is, yeah. That's a very good word for it. Very good word for it is cutthroat. Yeah. I mean, you'd never get a coarse angler to witness your score.
No, but the thing is as well, you wouldn't get a coarse angler to land that fish, would you?
Well, no. You know, as soon as you saw, you were straight down and on wall and ready to lift that cod in for Terry. So, yeah, happy days. Thanks, AD. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
What crabs out tonight?
Do you reckon they've made an appearance now, have they? Rapid changes then, mate. Rapid changes. And I mean, crabs, there can be a difference of a couple of foot between a bed of crabs and no crabs.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah. I had them at Easington, and I casted 6 foot to the left, and then we're back off them. Yeah. And they left me alone.
Madness, isn't it?
It's as if there were just a pool of them.
Yeah.
And I just went to the side of them and yeah. But I do recommend Easington Beach, mate. It's lovely to fish.
Yeah.
Lovely to fish. Easy, get down's easy. Parking's good. And it's
there, I think.
Lovely, nice place.
We'll have to get out again soon.
I'm going on 30th.
Finish soon.
Hey?
Boat's nearly done now.
Yeah.
So it won't be long before we're out on that.
Oh. But yeah, I do recommend it. I'm going up on 30th.
We'll take you out on that.
I'd love to. I really would love to. Again for Terry. There's definitely a bit of bouncing rod. I do like that rod, you know.
It's a lovely rod.
Which one is it? Is it the Cinetic?
It's Trabuco.
Oh, it's the Trabuco you got, isn't it? Yeah. How are you finding the surf blasters?
Yeah, really nice, man.
Yeah, they work well with braid, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, let's go see what we can find. Try not to turn bloody light on. How you doing, Danny? Much out? Really?
I think I've had problem with lead bounces as well.
Yeah. Just keep them rapid changes up. That's the main hints and tips I'm getting from the vets is medium to small hooks.
Yeah.
Rapid changes. Don't worry whether the bait's been chewed or anything. Just change. They're all on. You know, they've got stopwatches going with 10-minute timers on them and stuff like that.
That's the way the match is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it anyway.
Yeah, but everybody down there reckons your dad's got biggest fish.
Oh.
We've just had a 50? Call it 50cm cod. So 4-pounder, they reckon. Yeah, so that's your dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah.
How you doing? Oh, doing?
Mate, not even a bite.
Not so much.
That's about it, like.
They're just starting to complain of that down there, so it looks like they're making their way down.
Yeah, crabs are just bagling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Many been caught up there then?
Yes, Adi down at the end there. He's 4 deep. Terry's just had a massive cod. Ron's had a couple of whiting. Nathan's had a couple of whiting. So they are there. It's just hitting into them. You can only catch them if they're in front of you though, can't you?
That's it, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
They don't stay still, they're always on the move.
They are always on the move. Still fish is a dead fish.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Nice the cod down getting caught.
I think it's biggest one so far, and it want one of those anemic ones with big belly on them. It's thin tail. It's a nice fish that. Make a nice dinner that would.
Happy days.
Yeah. I'll leave you to it.
Cheers, mate.
Let's go see how Georgie boy's doing.
Hi, matey.
How you doing?
Just had my first bite, mate.
Just first bite?
Yeah, I was a bit eager with that.
Starting to complain about crabs here, there and everywhere now. They're making their way in.
Oh, I don't know. My bait's coming back perfect, mate.
Yeah.
I'm well past the rocks.
But we reckon that Adi and Roy reckon Terry might be quids in for biggest fish.
Oh yeah, yeah. Unless someone lands a decent bass, like it looks like it.
Yeah.
It's a nice fish early on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're very nice.
It's not unheard of either. It's quite often like on the flood you'll get the odd codling.
Yeah, yeah.
And
decent,
then
good size.
Afterwards it'll be white and galore on the out. Summer's missed a nice bite. She was busy signing paperwork for a lad next door, and when she come round and reeled it in, it had gone.
Oh, bloody hell. And Adi, I say everybody, including yourself, said go speak to Adi down bottom end.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he don't stop, does he?
He's good,
He's always on move though, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he's always making sure his rigs are ready and everything.
He does not stop. I tell you, we'll work out just watching him.
Well, we see he fishes the skeggy matches, and sometimes I think they're 3-up matches.
Yes, we were just saying he were using it.
It's not been uncommon for him to have 15 metres of fishing, so it's just used to being on the ball straight away. I
didn't bother turning camera because it'd be a motion blur. It's some fucking all over it shot.
Yeah,
but he's on it, and he's.
We call him hound magnet. In the summertime, he's on the hounds. He always does well in the hound matches.
Nice, nice. So I'm just going to take a walk all the way down.
There's some hellish tide with it.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be using sort of 5 ounces and stuff like that.
And I'm still coming over this way. And that's why I've got my rod set up just to the right of my number.
Yeah.
So
oh right.
Just
yeah.
offset.
Didn't see it, but I wondered how everybody knew where the peg was. I didn't see it chalk marks.
Yeah, little man come down, little Rex, and he put all the chalk marks in, mate. He's colour coded all the pegs.
Nice.
The kids will be happy. I've put some reels together so they'll all walk away with a prize each. So
that's nice of you.
Last year I did tackle boxes with all the terminal tackling. So
yeah.
This year, well, they've already got that. Someone's using theirs today.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, what can I put in? Like, so I was like, I'll put some reels in for them. Like.
I'd say certainly for next year, I'll speak to some. Say I've got an in at Sonic and a few other terminal gear suppliers and stuff like that. So I'll see what we can do to increase a bit of raffle prize and stuff like that.
In the first couple of raffles I did, I got a lot of help from a lot of the companies.
Yeah.
But obviously last year and this year have been so tight for everybody. Nobody could really do much. There was waiting on stock. There was
nobody.
Themselves,
they couldn't. Yeah, it wasn't just that they couldn't get it to shops.
No,
they couldn't get it.
They couldn't get it. So like this year, I mean, the one I did in the summer, I just donated everything straight myself. Like, and there was a couple of little bits that people brought in as well amongst the customers as well to boost it up a bit. And normally I used to do it in the Christmas time. I never did the raffle in the summertime. Like, I always did it at the Christmas time because it was generating a lot more money for the presents for the kids. But
everybody gets that bit of festive spirit.
We didn't know what was going to happen this year.
Well, no, and we could. I mean, if you'd have waited, we could have ended up back not being able to do it again.
We could have ended up in lockdown.
Yeah,
we knew. Like, so I thought I'll do it now.
Yeah. But I mean, you couldn't have picked a nicer night for it, could you?
Oh no, it's lovely, isn't it? Wind's nice and calm.
Yeah. Because I was dead worried about sound.
Yeah.
Because I've got my little lapel mic.
Yeah.
So I was a bit worried about sound, but with wind not being out, I'm able to use onboard one.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see how it comes out.
We've been out here 1 week, 1 year we've done it, and it's hammering it down.
Yeah.
The only person I know that would dry for most of the night was those with a beach buddy. Someone's got mine.
Oh, somebody just said 48. Looks like somebody's just had another decent one. I'm going to nip down see
I'm using that pulley rig with the loop rig on the bottom at the minute, but if it gets to the point where people are starting to pull out decent ones, I think I'll swap straight round to a pulley rig. And
well, everybody seems to be on 2 clip downs.
Yep, they always do. I've got a little bite there then.
Yeah, I saw a little twitch there then.
But I like me pulley rigs, so I'm just...
I like pulley
because I'm not bothered. I mean, if I do get anywhere, I'll just donate it in anyway. But I just like the big fish. I can't help it. I've fished a couple of matches here now where I've actually won.
Right, you're in.
Little tiny rattles.
Summer's reeling in.
Swung round, isn't it?
Yeah, summer's reeling in.
Swung round into Mallet. I think that's what that is.
You think you're wrapped up? We think... No, you're almost in front of me there, George.
Yeah, so no, I'm not, mate.
How far over are you, Mal? Have you gone left or right?
No, it looks like he's reeling straight in, mate.
And have you stopped? You might want to bring her.
Yeah, it's not him.
No, not him.
You've got a fish, Cal.
Nice.
She's got a fish on the dad smashing rigs.
She has?
She's smashing dad. Again.
Right, I'll let you get, looks like you got your hands full, George. Yeah.
Yeah, George. Do his cheek. Measure that for me. You got a pen?
Straight off, I was fishing smaller hooks to be fair, but I've gone on to a bit bigger ones.
Oh, you've gone other way, have you?
Yeah.
So what were you fishing?
I was just fishing these ones, though, size 1.
Just that you had size 1s, what, on a 2 clip down, or?
No, I've only gone to a 1.0, but the difference in...
It's quite big, isn't it? It's quite big in gape.
I'm not fishing big baits, like, but...
No, I took your advice, went to go see AD.
Did you?
He don't bloody stop, he's like a machine, isn't he?
He is, mate.
Oh. I lost breath just watching him.
He's very good at it.
Yeah. Well, when I left him, he'd just reeled in a double shot.
He's fucking good. I bet he's levering it as well, isn't he?
When I left him, he was on about 100 points, 108 points or something.
It's where you want to be, though, really, up there. Still no excuses, you know, to catch odd fish, but I said to you, if I think there's going to be a winner, it's up there. Did I not want to?
Yeah, you did.
I called like 1 to 5. I don't know what Terry is. But if he's fit
Well,
down
yeah,
there,
Terry's, I think, 3 or 4.
there you go.
I mean, he's had knock since, but it's put in 230 points clear.
I've only ever drew there once in all the matches I've ever fished down there, you know, up that way.
Well, it's only going to get busier. Any hints and tips for new anglers wanting to come into thinking about maybe fishing their first match?
Best just to come and give it a go, mate, because
Yeah.
everybody's helpful. It's not like pond fishing,
That's exactly what everybody's saying. It's exactly what I'm saying.
where it can be a bit, you know, ghosty when you turn up. It's
Yeah.
not like that here, because
Yeah, all sat round a lake in dead silence.
even like you now, just turning up to the lads,
Yeah.
nobody will be bothered that you stood behind them watching what they're
Nope.
doing, or
No,
they're
everybody's
quite
been
happy
brilliant.
to tell you why they're doing it.
Yeah,
You know, some people might be on rolling leads instead of grip leads, and
Yeah,
they'll be
there's all
explaining
sorts going on.
reasons why. So
yeah, yeah. You on grip?
well, I've already heard that he's had a £4 fishing. Well, people catching a few whiting already on the ebb.
Yeah,
There'll be plenty more.
that's when
whiting.
it should pick up.
There was a little bite then. There was there'll be plenty more whiting for them same people, so I may as well just sit it out now
Yeah,
for
of
either
course.
a few decent fish, you know, or I'm not fishing in the edge for bits.
So what rig are you using? I know we've said you've gone over to 1/0s. What is it? A clip down to a
I ain't even got
flapper?
a name for it, to be fair.
Is it just a loop rig?
It's basically, it's a pulley rig, but at the bottom of it, I ain't showed you this rig before, Russ, because I don't usually fish 2-hooks, you know that too.
No, you've said, yeah.
It's like a Portsmouth loop,
Yes.
but it's not. It's on a pulley rig, and what I do is at the bottom of the pulley rig is I fix that like you would.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I use clip downs for everything. I'll try and use a clip down variant of everything, because as you know, I'm not a power caster, so any few yards I can get from clipping a bait down,
Yeah.
as opposed to having it flapping in wind, it's an advantage I go for.
Yeah.
But thank you. All right,
No
I'll
worries,
leave you to. I'll get out your road and I'll leave you to bring that in.
You take care, buddy.
You too. Tight lines. Now then.
Now then, mate, you're right.
Not bad. How are you doing?
That's 2.
You've had 2.
Yeah.
That's better than everybody at middle of you.
Yeah, two whiting.
Yeah. What are your points looking?
I've had 76 points.
Oh, nice. A 32 and a 31. So you're getting size.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Not bad.
Nice. And this is your second match, am I right in saying
Yeah,
that?
second match, yeah.
So once again, I'll ask you the same as I asked Terry's lad. What were it like for you? More so for your first match than this one, I suppose. But how did you find it? Did you find it
Well, the first
easy
match.
to come into?
Yeah, the first match I drew next to a couple of good local anglers. And I was fished for quite a while. So they were just saying to me, "Oh, this is what you should be doing."
So they were volunteering information,
Yeah.
which is
which is good in a match,
Yeah.
really.
It is,
They're
yeah.
there to win money and or whatever. Yeah, to win money and
they're willing to share.
yeah, and saying,
Yeah.
"No, this is what you need to be doing. You need to be doing that." So it's done all right. Like I
Oh,
said,
there you go.
There's another one.
Everyone I've spoken to, as soon as I'm speaking to them, I must be good luck charm tonight, I'm telling you.
Well, don't move then.
I'll pitch up here, shall I? We'll just move to one side. Just don't want to get in somebody's way. Make sure we've not frozen up. No, we've not frozen up. What rod you on?
I'm on the Tubatini today.
And have you shrink wrapped that?
Yeah, well, the bloke who I bought it off shrink wrapped it.
I couldn't remember. I know I've seen it before, but I couldn't remember.
I don't think it's there. Unless it's small thing.
Could have been. They seem to be a bit shy. The one thing I tend to be learning from a lot of the fishermen is they're doing the sort of 5-10 minute bait, leaving the bait out 5-10 minutes at a time. I'm sort of speaking to the camera here, but and they're not striking on bites. They're just letting that time roll for 10 minutes and then they'll bring it in. They're basically letting the fish hang on the hook for a bit, especially sort of the guys down there, like Danny was just saying about the rig he's using. If he gets a take on the bottom hook, it then lifts the other hook or drops the other hook. I didn't quite follow, but it then puts the other hook where the previous hook was, or in the vicinity thereof. So you've already hooked one, and that's taken, and that's sat, you know, quite happy. And then hopefully another fish will come along and find the other bait before you bring it in. So it's a good system. I like that rig. I like that rig of his. You're another one that needs a brick.
That'll be alright. I'm hoping I get that many fish here today.
And what are you fishing with? Just worm and squid?
I'm just using worm with tip of squid today.
Yeah.
What rig are you using? I'm on a paternoster today. One up, one down paternoster.
Oh yes. Yeah. Cool.
Well, as you know, I never ever fish that. These rigs, they're small, right? Another change.
What is it your go-to? It's always a...
I have a two up
flapper,
yeah,
isn't it?
That's all I use.
Yeah. I've never quite, actually, I'll be honest with you, I've never quite noticed what the difference is between a 2-up flapper and a 2-up paternoster.
Yeah, I don't think they are much difference to be fair. Apart from the name. Was that me or?
No, that was, as I turned around, there was definitely a bounce.
Give it a couple more. Hopefully to start.
Still twitching a little bit.
Yeah. Want it to proper go, but obviously that last one, nothing more.
Yeah. No, I get you.
There we go.
You're going slack, aren't you? Are you?
You go, Ross, or?
Personally, I wouldn't. But that's me.
Yeah. See if it does it.
You've just gone slack, I'd go. Something's lifted it. I'd maybe have a feel. And if there's nothing there, I'd just let it sink again. You're still twitching?
I think that was just the lead one in the cloth. See if it goes, see what it looks like.
Have you got a gripper on or have you got a smooth on?
It's a gripper.
There is a lot of tide pull out there. But if you're hooked up, it'll go again and then it goes. You got surf blaster on?
Yeah. It's gone on again. Yeah, the sharks after the fish on the way in. It's a shark, it's over a wood pump. Seal. I read. I wonder if they give you that. Oh, they're good about bringing it up the wall. Are you off the left? There you are. I can't tell me. Yeah, you're on. Another ting?
Yeah, another ting. Fair size that. Fair size.
Oh my god, I've lost my rod. Got a missing rod.
Alright, I'll put you stand. You sort of stick the out. Well, say you need a brick on the spot.
Is it a ting or is it a cod?
It's a ting, mate. Definitely a ting. I'll let you get cast back out. That's the other thing. And I know I've probably mentioned it, and I know I'm probably repeating myself a fair few times, but the difference that being in and baiting up and then resending between having another rig ready and getting a rig straight back out and then dealing with your existing rig, baiting that back up, getting your fish ready, getting your fish sorted, that difference in time might only be 4 or 5, if you're me, maybe 10 minutes. But that difference in time, if you're recasting every 5 to 10 minutes, and if it takes you 5 minutes to rebait every time you're recasting, that means you're losing 20 minutes in every hour, which means over the course of a 3-hour match, let's make it easier, you're losing an entire hour's fishing, and that can make a hell of a difference to your final fish count. So although, yes, alright, he may not be here to be able to watch his rod at the moment, and technically I shouldn't intervene, so I'm not gonna. You know, it's more important that he has a bait in the water, than seeing the bite, because hopefully, you know, the fish will stay on the hook. So even if he's away sorting the other fish out, getting his card witnessed, whatever he needs to do, you know, he's got a bait in the water and possibly a fish on a hook. You don't know, but you won't catch anything if you've not got a hook in the water, will you? So it's very important that you have that hook in the water as much as you can. But I don't know if it'll be showing up on camera. And what I'll do is I'll risk stopping the camera and I'll turn it down to, or I'll turn it up to 4K so I can zoom it in. But as far as you can see, it's head torches both sides of me. It's just a sight. It's a sight to behold. I bet from the other side, especially with some of the head torches we wear these days, I bet from the other side it looks like there's a rave going on or something. This is exactly what I was just saying about having a rig ready, or trying to have a rig ready, because at the moment Blaine's rod is rattling again and he's still getting his other bait ready, but theoretically that fish will stay on the hook. Theoretically, yes, sometimes they can spit it, and as much as I want to pick that rod up for him, it's not fair if I intervene for anybody, so you know, I'm not going to. Oh, I tell you what though, I am fighting an urge to be behind picking that rod up. Yeah, it just rattled just before you turn round. Try what you just did. You know what you did with that last one? Move your lead and then see if it goes again. I like that technique. That move it and see if it goes again. That for me, actually, doing that little move is one of the is one of the places where the pulley, and you wouldn't use it in a match, but where the pulley rig shines, because you can move the hook without moving the lead. So you can move the hook without moving the lead, which means you can jimmy it. If you're getting a bite, you can move it a little bit, put it back down, and see if it goes again. If it goes again, like Blaine's just had, you know, you can be pretty sure that you're in. So, look, doesn't matter what it is. Don't matter what it is, don't complain, it's a fish.
No, got almighty, but it went down heaven.
Oh, did it? Sorry, I thought you said it's a bloody whitey. Yeah, another thing. Same one, isn't it? It's just swam back out on home. More food. So once again, I really need to find bricks for about 4 anglers here. Oh yeah, everybody's bagging up around you, mate. So once again, a quick change and it's straight back out. Biggest tip is, you know, seems to be, if you ain't got a hook in the water, you stand no chance. And on average, it seems to be that most of the anglers are going somewhere between 80 and 100 yards tonight. It's a little bit more difficult for the anglers we've just been with down there because they don't have space behind their rods to be able to get a nice pitch to it. Let's have a look at the fish, eh? While this is unhooking it. What you got on there? Like size 1, something like that?
Size 2.
Let's see if there's enough light. So this is how I unhook.
Swallowed it quite a bit there, to be fair.
Have you got a snoo clip on or is it tied on?
Yeah.
Nicely done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Get it measured. Get it measured and witnessed.
Let's have a quick look for the...
Quick look for one for the gram. Oh, that's nice.
33.
It's a nice 33.
So,
yeah. Yeah. Should really tell him that his line's slack. Let me sort the camera out. Tell him when he comes back that his line's gone slack. What I may do, in the hope it'll turn back on if I need to, I may shut down now. I may call that a night, because it's not really about the fishing. It was about hints, tips, exposure for the charity, how to fish a match, or how it works, in the hope that it'll inspire somebody out there to perhaps, if they've been umming and ahhing thinking about getting involved in a match, perhaps this video will just give them that little nudge to say, yeah, I think I can do that, because it's not a big scary event. Everybody's here having a crack, everybody's here having a laugh. It's a big friendly event. Your line was slack, mate, just so you know, but I don't think it is anymore. I just want to say, I know this video wasn't about promoting the channel, but today the channel, for whatever reason today, I don't know what it is, I don't know whether somebody else out there has shared my channel or I don't know, but if somebody's done that, I just want to say thank you. The subscribers have just gone ballistic today, so welcome to all you new guys. Out there, do you keep going slack?
Yeah.
Could be late, couldn't it? Might not be holding. So just to say hi, welcome. So I don't know what's occurring. I don't know where you've all come from, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah, just to point out, actually, whilst it's on my mind, yes, there's a lot of Grimsby locals here, but there's also people from all over the place, people from inland. It's not a locals match. It's run every year. So if you either go like George's page at Anglers and Danglers, or give George a friend request, or even hit up the Grimsby Fish. Is it Grimsby Fish? I can never remember the name of the Grimsby page. It is just Grimsby Sea Fishing. Yeah. Cheers, boy. If you get yourself into that fishing group, even if you're not local, don't worry about it, because this is where he posts the information about when this match is happening and things like that. So head on over, get yourself onto one of those 3 groups. I'll try and remember once again to put links in the description. And lost my train of thought. And head on over for next year's match. Takes a bit of organising, and I know for a fact he had to early on turn away some people who wanted to be in the match because of space. I was contemplating walking all the way down the wall just to show you the amount of people that are here. But to be honest, looking at how far the head torches go, it'd take me an hour to walk it, so I'm going to go see Kurt for a little bit, so I'll see you in a bit. I hope that some of you find this a little bit useful and a little bit helpful, and if it encourages one or two of you to get out there and get into a match and and see what the environment is like, then my job's done and I'm happy. The exposure for the charity has always been my number one for this video. This is no promotion or anything. I will advertise this video, but it's more to advertise it for the charity than it is for anything else. Like I said, links to the charity pages that George explained at the start of the video. Sorry, the cold's got to my brain a little bit. They'll all be in the description, so do go check out their merch shop, do go check out and donate if you can, and see what this charity is all about. It's a great charity. I'm all for helping the servicemen and their families, so come on, do what you can. Right guys, that's going to be it for me for filming tonight. Actually no, it's not. Provided the camera holds out, I'm going to film the award ceremony, the awards at the end, the weigh-in, and hopefully the prize giving. Fingers crossed that we get one of my numbers on the raffle as well, because I'd kill for the rod that is put in the raffle. What was I going to say? So yeah, great exposure for the charity, guys. So this video is not about promoting my channel, however I will be advertising this video to gain exposure for the charity. Don't forget, head down to that description, press the show more, there'll be the links in there for the merch store for the charity and for the donations. I think also what I'm going to do, if you email me proof of donating £5 or more, I'll send you a box sticker for free. How does that sound? It's something for nothing, isn't it? Well, it's not for nothing because I'm asking you to donate a £5, but you know, it's all for charity. It's all for charity. What else are we going to do? What else? So we're going to film the awards ceremony, so I'm going to shut off the camera unless something out of the ordinary happens and we get some sort of whopping great fish or rays or something like that. There'll be no more until we get to the awards at the end, because once again it's an experience to show you lot. So I'm not packing down just yet. I was hoping to pack the camera away, but I'm not packing down just yet. I'll turn everything off. It's pointless trying to film anybody fishing. It's too dark. Although there is so much fishing, so many fish coming out. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. A great fun night has been had by all. The mentality of all the fishermen, we're all here to help one another. I hope you've picked up some helpful information, some good hints and tips on match fishing and how to match fish, etc, etc. So for now, I'll see you in a bit.